Hello there. Well, what's going on? Not a fucking lot. I worked last week with my grandson. I told you weren't much to film. Just done a few repairs and that. It called me out last week, and I was just struggling. My back went. Sort of done a bit Monday and managed to get into my osteopath Tuesday. So I went in there, doubled up and come out walking straight, but I'm still a bit tender and that, so I'm not working the rest of the week. I'll take the rest of the week off and take it easy because I still ain't right. Right, trowels. What remember the last time, the last video, I said I'm going to try and change my trowels because I'm just not happy with big trowels, not like usually big trowels. I normally use a WHS, but I used all different trowels. I can't find what I want in WHS, to be quite honest. Now let me show you what you probably said is right. This is what I've got back to, is using that was an 11-inch Philadelphia. It is now 7 inches. It's good for some things, but I'm still over it a bit, but it's a bit small. But I'm going to keep it, that's good. And this is a 10-inch, I think it was 11. I ground this down, but I've hardly used it. Narrow London pattern. So I've got that. What I found on eBay, this is a Rose wide London pattern. It's brand new, really. Bit of cement on it, has been used. I paid quite a bit of money on it for it. I think I paid 37 quid for it, including postage, I think. But when I looked at the prices, I mean, some of these are 70, 65, 75 quid, aren't they? Some of these trowels, Rose trowels. But I'm pleased with this because the lift on it. There's the Marshalltown, and there's this Rose. You know, this is not quite flat, there we are, but it's the same lift. It's the high lift, which is, some people say it's not, but it's definitely not the low lift anyway. So I'm happy with that. I had a couple of these many years ago and I just started using them and I was really happy with them, and then the fucking van got nicked and I could never get them again, only in the low lift. But something I never thought of, I've just started watching what's it called, TikTok. Fucking rubbish on there, isn't there? Do I get paid for that? But there's a fella on there I found, Sir Rose Trowel, and he's very good. You young lads, any of the apprentices and that, tune in because he gives lots of good tips. He knows what he's talking about. And he's also a trowel buff. Nerd, not a buff, I suppose, nerd like me. He's more of a Marshalltown man anyway. But if he wants to alter the lift on any of his trowels, he takes us somewhere, a blacksmith or something, I suppose, and he gets him to heat them up. Heat that shank up and just bend it where you want to go. I suppose you have to take the handle off to do that. I don't really know. You wouldn't be able to do it with the plastic handle, I wouldn't think. But anyway, just a thought, something I never thought of anyway. So what we're going to do is, I don't quite like that. It's a bit too wide for me. So I'm going to trim that down. I'm taking the handle off and put a plastic handle on it. That's light for light. Should go straight on. It's all Rose stuff. I don't know how old this trowel is. I mean, it says W Rose, made in the USA, but it really is stiff. You know, it's not a limber trowel or anything like that. I don't know if they're still making them like this or it's just an old one been in the shed somewhere. I use WHS because I like a stiff blade, but I might try and give a skinny blade a go now because, I mean, I like these heavy blades. Let me WHS is somewhere there. I should still hang on to that. Fucking hell. Oh, Jesus. But you know, it's not a bad lift on it. It is a bit lower, but I'll probably hang on to that. That's just under 11 inches. It's good for firm light blocks. I like a bit of weight, you know, so you can just tap the blocks down a bit. I'll be quite honest, I mean, they got the, you know, if you know, the old WHSs are hardened on the other side for cutting bricks with. I'll be quite honest, who cuts bricks with a trowel anymore? You just don't, do you really? I mean, they've got to be so precise now, even the halves now, we just cut everything on a machine. Up the reveals, the halves have got to be right, you don't be cutting them by hand, do you? You know, they're fucking in and out and in and out. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to trim that down, plastic handle on there, and have a bit of a clean up while I've got a bit of time off. I won't show you me doing this because it's too awkward to film really on my own, but we have been through there before and I've shown you. I'm just going to grind that off through there and do that with the grinder. Okay, so there you go, all done. So I've got 3 now. That's my little one, which I still will use. There's certain times when I can do it. That's that one I cut down and put the plastic handle on it, and I'm liking that. I'm really liking that. And there's the bigger one. So we've got 7-inch, 9-inch, and 10-inch, and I'll just use them how I feel really, whatever the situation's like, depending on the muck, the bricks and everything. Listen, people say, oh, you only need 1 trowel. Of course you only need 1 trowel, you do. Most people, all you need is the 11-inch trowel, whether it's London pattern or Philadelphia, it don't matter. But when you get a bit older, and I'm a bit of a trowel nerd anyway, I just like messing about things, changing things about a bit. So it will help me, but no, you only need 1 trowel really. Well, probably 2, as you sort of wearing one down like that, you want to be breaking another one in, don't you really? Just start using it on block work and that's what we used to do. But yeah, just, trowel makes, you know, it's everyone's fancy, isn't it really? Whatever one you like, stick with it. It's always worth trying other things. Yeah, the other thing I was going to show you, I bought this fucking thing a while back. That's Craft Tools, one of these bucket tool things. I ain't sure. I think it's a good idea. I just bought the wrong one, I think. I just fucking same old thing. I had a couple of drinks, got on eBay. I thought that'd do. I've since looked, and there's lots of other different makes. I'm not going to look into it because I'm just going to wear that one out. I think it's a good idea. If you decide to buy one, have a look about, because I'm sure there's better ones than that. You might, I don't know about the others, but with this one, it's for a 5-gallon bucket. The only thing, it's for a 5-gallon American bucket. Their gallons are different than us. A lot of our buckets are 20 litres, some are 18 litres. It took me ages to get a bucket to fit that. I've got one, I got it in Alfred's in the end, and believe it or not, the bucket was made in America. Well, why are we importing buckets from America? We've got no plastic injection moulding places anymore. It's ridiculous, isn't it? And I bet they come from China into America and then sent over here. But yeah, so if you do decide to buy one of these, because in essence they are a good idea, if they supply it with the bucket, I'd get it with the bucket. Otherwise you might struggle. Well, I did anyway. Right, I'm going down to the pub. What am I going to do tomorrow? Don't know, fuck all, I don't think. Rest again, back still ain't right. So yeah, have a nice weekend.